rather than going out with headlamps, we will set up a big white sheet and a mercury vapor lamp. The intensity of that light will bring the insects to the sheet. In Monteverde, there were two gentlemen using this technique. At some point during the night, one of the gentlemen has what he thinks is a mosquito biting the back of his neck. So as anybody would, he swats it. He doesn't contemplate that action. The next day, he wakes up feeling very nauseous. During the course of the week, things got a little bit worse, and his neck began to swell, but just to the point that he couldn't comfortably shift his head back and forth. To top that off, though, he had sheets of flesh peeling off his neck. Now at that point, he knew he didn't swat a mosquito. It was a tiny, tiny beetle called the rose beetle. Have you ever heard of this? Rose? With a V? R-O-V-E? No. It's a big group of beetles. Not all are toxic. Those that are, they don't inject the toxin, they don't bite it in. To get the effect, you have to squish it. Now, had he done one very simple thing, he would have suffered no consequences if he had just showered before going to bed. But he didn't. Went straight to bed, and he gave that toxin time to do the dirty work. It needs about 10 hours of skin time to cause the damage. Now this toxin, it's called pederin. It is about 15 times more potent than cobra venom. Yeah, it's one of the most complex non-protein toxins known to man. The story has a happy ending. Otherwise, I wouldn't tell that story. Once all the damage is done, you'll just turn around and heal.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So what was suffering was the stiff neck
And the sheets of flesh is, that's not too good either.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's really impressive looking, actually. I think a lot of people would go to the hospital. It wouldn't be necessary, but I think people do just because they have this unknown condition going on. He healed up just fine, as most people would. The problem, you wouldn't want to push one in your eye.
No.
That wouldn't be a good situation.